I'm Nu-Trix. Today we're looking into a plugin suite, 4 plugins from UVI. I was surprised. I know that UVI is doing effects, but it's mostly known for a lot of virtual synthesizers, but they do a lot of effects inside their synthesizers, so why not? It's interesting. Now, this thing is 4 different tape-based effects. You have a delay, a flanger, a chorus, and what they call color. We'll go right into it and you'll see and hear and you'll understand. You have the flanger, you have the color, you have the tape delay, and you have the chorus. So they all have this great interface where you see the tape running, and when you change speed, you hear the effects. For all of them, you've got gain at the input, but you also have the drive. So you can have it drive the input if you want, and you have that little bit distortion of analog tape that comes in. In the case of the chorus, you have a choice of voices. How many voices you want to hear? The mix, you want to hear the full effect, or you want to hear the original, or a mix of the two. So depending how you want to use it, is it an insert? Is it on a bus? It's your choice. You've got the spread, how mono you want it, how wide you want this. And you have a delay also if you want. Take it off. And you see this one is itself the whole thing, but you also have, if you click on this part here, and have the expansion, I would say, all of them, they have this. You can get the tape simulation, and control tape simulation. You can have other things you want to play with. You can say, well, I want to have resistance, I want to have some degrading noise of this. So you have that tape that is not as good. So it's all about, you know, what you want to have. If you don't want this, you get a Compander, turn it on or off. Linked or not, playback filtering. You can play with this. You can. So this would be linked with the fact that it plays fast or slow. Because if you record on a tape with a slow speed, the quality of the recording will change also. In this case, well, the effect is also linked with it's a tape chorus. So it will affect the high frequency. You can play with the azimuth of the tape. So this is stuff you would see on the tape itself physically. And the modulation, if you want to use it. You have the flutter, you got some random playback, and now you don't have the wow and the depth. You can have and then you can have just a control over that section. So you can still select what you want on top and play with different type of tape simulation. So this is pretty cool. Different speed, different way, and on top here, if you play on this one, you're going to really control with, you're changing all of it. Okay, let's go and try the tape delay now. Tape delay. Tape delay, well, it has the same interface. You have, you know, tape simulation, Compander, playback filtering, modulation, same stuff at the bottom. The top here will change, but I mean, the gain in, drive, gain out, and mix is the same logic. This is where it changes. You have 4 different tape control here for 4 different delay. They can be linked with time, and they can be multipliers of time. And this, you see, this is musical value. Quarter note. And you can play with the feedback. Ping pong or not. If you turn it off, you control where you want them, and you have the volume of each of them separately. And then you can say, I'm going to feedback on the 4th one. Still, let's say we'll go for medium. That's a cool one. That's for the delay. Turn this one off. Let's go to the next one, which is the color. Color is cool because it doesn't have to be a delay or time-based effect. In this case, it's really about the texture. So you can control what type of recording system you're using. And then you're going through a speaker. So you're simulating the and then you go through a speaker that you want. Walkman, different microphones or speakers. And again, this. So you're going to a tape, but in between you've got these textures, which is really fun. I like. So this is more for really having. Without. With, say, anything for guitar. That's a cool one. Okay, And the last one is the flanger. A little bit like the chorus, you got the same type of control here, but in this case you're doing flanging. So you got the rate, the depth, the delay, and you have the modulation for it. And then let's try this on drums. So you change the texture and now how much you want of it. And then you get also the speaker. Has that muffled, it's cool. You can tame down a too energetic sound of a drum here. And the master bus. Okay, pretty cool. Let's try, for the fun of it, this on a synthesizer. White sound with this. This is cool. Okay, let's try now. And when you change between the, you hear the tape slow down, so it changes the pitch. So it's interesting. I like it. I mean, the graphic is really interesting and powerful. And if you know how tape works, it's interesting to remember, the speed, how it's going to affect the sound, the spacing, the azimuth, and all that stuff. I did learn it in the 90s, and I forgot most of it because it was so hard to manage. And I'm really happy that we're in digital recording now than analog recording. But this is cool because you get that noise, that feeling, that, it's just that warmth that you get from this, which is really interesting. And the fact that you have this control here separately, you can just play around with this, save your own stuff without changing the whole thing. I like it. I find it really interesting and powerful in this case. It is a 4 bundle of analog sounding tape-based effect. If that's what you're looking for, then you should try out, test out, look into the tape suite from UVI. That's it. I like it. I like the feel. I like the sound. It's not too in your face. It can be very subtle. Of course, you can really create these nasal and more aggressive sound. They have this common interface that, as long as you understand one of them, you can really use them all. So it's really quick and easy to use. That's it. Stay safe, make more music, and see you soon. Cheers.